crispy.
Hey, it's been a while. Just been super inactive on my channel, just school and trying to find a job. I've just been really stressful on me. But in the meantime, I've still been a nerd. I did watch the Infinity War trailer. It looked freaking amazing. I can't wait for that movie to come out. Just so many little things I saw in the trailer that are just gonna be super important in the film, and stuff from Thor Ragnarok that lead into this film is I'm just super excited. And I did watch The Punisher. I'm actually on episode 10, and so far this series has been amazing. Probably up there with Daredevil. It's probably Daredevil, Punisher. I don't know. Jessica Jones I really liked, but I did like the filming aspect on Luke Cage, and maybe because I just, love black people and just all that kind of stuff. That's probably why I like Luke Cage the most. But I'm still gonna give it to Jessica Jones in that spot. And Iron Fist was horrible, and then Defenders was okay. But anyways, this Punisher figure, after I was finishing watching episode 9, I was just posing a figure around, and then I just got this Punisher, and I was like, you know what? I'm just really upset that this new one from the Vintage series came out, and it's basically the exact same figure with the harness removed, a different belt, and clean shaved on this head, and then the other head is like a tan version with like a red bandana. And I could care less for those heads, but I just really like the fact that this harness was removed and the belt was white. So I was like, why can't we get this on here without cutting this out? But you can actually do it without cutting the harness off. So if you don't know what the jacket technique is, you can actually use it on here. And the jacket technique is when you get a Marvel Legend and you push the arms back and you take the jacket off, and instead of like ripping it off, you do it like very carefully. So that's what I did on here. Just take it off, and again, don't be aggressive with the figure, but just kind of like finagle it. Just like push it in. And you want to push the arms in to get this piece off right here. And then with time, it will come off. And then you just have a classic Punisher. And that looks super cool. And I actually did, a while back, I think, I did give him trigger fingers. Not the cleanest, but at least it gets the job done. But these hands were not the greatest in the first place. But still, very cool, and happy that I was able to get this harness off. So now that I got that harness off, I'm just going to experiment with this figure. So, I really don't like this head sculpt. Like, I like the head sculpt in itself, but not for the Punisher. It works for, like, maybe a Superman, because it has this drip, or like a Goon, but I just don't like this head sculpt for the Punisher. So, what I do is, if you remember the Epic Heroes Marvel Legends, I think that was Wave 3 back in 2012. Man, I'm old. That's crazy that I remember that. This head sculpt came with that figure, and this looks amazing. And just looking at that, oh my goodness, that looks... I would say this looks better than the one that came out from the Vintage series. Just with this belt and everything, it looks a lot more dirtier. Man, that looks really cool. So, let me try this one. This is actually of the variant of that Epic Heroes one, excuse me. So you can take off this head, put it on there, and then you got a clean shape Punisher. Man, that looks cool as well. Dang, I like that, man. Super dope. Man, let's keep experimenting. I don't know how I feel about this. Head looks a little big. This is from the Mezco one, obviously, but I don't know. Maybe for a different display, it could work out. Just not here. Just not really feeling it. This looks much better. Wow, that's super dope. Maybe it's because the jaw extends because he's yelling, but that looks amazing, man. Let me try it for this one as well. That looks cool too. But I'm still going to say that this is my favorite head on this figure. But who knew that removing this harness can make this figure 1,000 times better? Like, seriously. I don't even want the vintage one anymore. I might just keep that one on card. The only reason why I wanted that one was just to replace it with this one. But I don't need it anymore. I can just have it on my wall. Super dope, man. Really happy about this. I'm going to do one more mod, and then I'm going to end the video. It doesn't look as cool as I thought, you know. I don't know if this is a spoiler, but in the Punisher series, you don't really see the Punisher actually wear his Punisher vest or anything like that. But it's coming. I'm just gonna say that. But this doesn't look as cool as I thought it would. But this actual figure is actually a really nice build for the Punisher. Like, minus the non-comic accurate skull, it just looks super cool. So, a while back, I want to say like in early November, I did a photo of the Punisher shooting people, and I had it on this body and this head on there. This is the Mezco one, obviously, and that looks amazing, dude. Like, oh my goodness, fire. And I haven't actually tried these Mezco heads other than that one. See how this one looks. It looks alright. Not bad. And then this last one. Not feeling that one at all. I guess it's okay. It looks kind of like, what do you call it? The Punisher Max. If you see like the cover art, kind of looks like how that one did, but not really feeling this one as much as I thought. And then let's try this one. Yeah, I don't know, but just modifying your figures can make them 1,000 times better. Just as long as you don't ruin it, you're good to go. All right, appreciate you guys hanging out with me in this video. I made this into a series, like grinding on the side, you can call it that. Just in the between time of me not reviewing or doing behind the shot. That's basically what I do on my channel now. Like, I don't do anything else. Like, I review figures, and I do behind the shot with Avenger, and occasionally I do ACBA display videos where it's just, just a character and me just filming it. So I want to do more on my channel. Like, if you guys want me to do more of this grinding on the side, now that we're calling that, just me just showing like what I do on the side. Like, that's kind of what behind the shot with Avenger is, but that's more of a display aspect and my art and how I do things. But if you just want me to just do something different, I don't do toy hunting videos anymore, just not for me. Just let me know. Just voice your opinion in the comments, and hope everyone had a great Thanksgiving and everyone's doing well, and I'll catch you all later. Peace.